President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, and other members of the National Assembly, including the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, the National Security Advisor, alongside other service chiefs, some members of Cabinet, the First Lady, Mrs. Aisha Buhari, and children were among several other Muslim faithful who gathered at the forecourt of the presidential villa to observe the Eid Mubarak prayers. The President, Muhammadu Buhari, arrives just before 9 a.m. The call to prayers by the Chief Imam of the State House Mosque echoed through the forecourt.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Speaking in Arabic, the Chief Imam gave a message of hope. He says the nation's insecurity challenge is a test from God and would be surmounted. After observing the Eid prayers, President Muhammadu Buhari said his administration will address the menace of bandits and kidnappers, particularly to ensure food security in the country.
The law enforcement agencies are working hard to regain confidence against the bandits so that people can go back to the land. This is very important. This is what the law enforcement agents are very busy about now. The rainy season is coming, so we want people to go back to the land so that we can get enough food for the country and even export.
The president also explains ongoing efforts to reinforce the military to tackle the security crisis.
The elites must make the attempt to understand the military. If we order, say, weapons and armored vehicles, it takes time for the manufacturers. It takes time when it is brought here eventually, shipped here, taken to our training institutions, training the trainers, and then sending them to. Our biggest surprise and disappointment is what is happening in the Northwest, and we are dealing with it.
Meanwhile, the leadership of the National Assembly resonates the need to eschew ethnicity while attributing Nigeria's security challenge to a diminished local government system.
For me, I think the time has come for us to take up the challenge, the gauntlet, to ensure that the local government system functions. This is in keeping with looking for ways, for means, for solutions to the security challenges that we face. The calls for cessation, the calls for restructuring, many are genuine calls, even though I never believe that someone who is calling for cessation means well or is a misguided person. Those of us who are elected must not be at the forefront of calling for this kind of thing, because even if you are a governor, you are supposed to be working hard in your state to ensure that this restructuring you are calling at the federal level, you have done it in your state as well.
This is not a time for name calling or blame or blaming one person or the other. If truth be told, we all have equal shares in the blame in whatever challenges we have. We all must come together.
The top government officials here have equated the spirit of the Eid Mubarak celebrations to a period of blessings, sacrifice and peace. And this is part of a cogent message to Nigerians to transcend beyond ethnocentric behaviors and recommit to unity. From the presidential villa, Gloria Umezuke, Channels Television News.